Some of these photos have been kind of odd, and there's been, like, one that has question marks in place of an actual profile name. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Some mysterious figure is using Twitter. Probably not the mysterious figure, but who the hell knows anymore? I can't rule it out. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. God help you if you had never seen the movie Frozen and you had to play this world.
It's cold! Hey, Donald, give me a coat!
Tomato doesn't work that way.
Are you sure about that?
Jesse's too used to the beach.
Hey, Islander, what can I say? Huh? Huh? Look, even the sea's turning to ice. Donald, this isn't your magic, is it?
What would that be, like?
Have you ever seen Donald do anything
Do
even
you
close to
think
this
it's the
impressive?
Heartless?
I mean, sure
might
is that a
be.
flare, but that hasn't happened.
That hasn't happened yet. That would be what, like Blizzagun or something? Blizzazam? Something.
Wow.
Hey, look, it's
Blizzetta?
Jesus!
Blizzetta? I don't know. Zeta Flare is just the Zeta tier of Flare, so...
Is that a Blizz, I guess?
Zeta Blizz, I guess? Yeah.
That
The
girl.
first time I saw this, I could have
She
swore
looked
that Donald's
so
foot was
sad.
going to be frozen inside the lake.
No, I thought so too. It looked like it was going to be.
That seems like a joke they would have played, but nah.
Come on, Andrew. We're not here to have fun. We're here to watch Frozen.
No. We're here to be awkwardly in the background of Frozen. Like, even
wonder
more
what
so than
happened.
Kingdom Hearts usually is.
Maybe the Heartless? We should talk to her.
You can tell that Disney, like,
Meddled.
nitpicked this world to all hell. They did not let Kingdom Hearts in this world.
Okay, you know what? The
In fact,
overworld
at
music
one
is
point,
nice.
they create a little corner of the world for all the Kingdom Hearts bullshit to happen all at once, and then the whole rest of the world is just none of it.
That's funny and sad.
Do you think the Heartless are after
You'll
her?
know it when we get there. It's very obvious.
Let's go.
So it's like Kingdom Hearts bullshit's what I'm here for. I'm not here for the Disney worlds by themselves, not here for the Final Fantasy by themselves. I'm here for the Kingdom Hearts bullshit that happens because we're mushing these things together.
Yeah, if you were here for Final Fantasy stuff, just play Final Fantasy. If you're here for Disney crap, just watch Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is the only place to find Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Like, I enjoy what Disney and Final Fantasy adds to it, and when you take one or the other out, you notice. Like, I noticed that there was no Final Fantasy in this game. At least not at first. It's in Remind. It's very obviously, we're sorry we didn't add them earlier. Here they are.
Alright, looks like my Keyblades are already all pretty upgraded. Well, how dare you all?
I would not be surprised if the next Kingdom Hearts game has a Sephiroth fight, just because of how many people mentioned how disappointed there was no Sephiroth fight.
Blizzard!
I feel like I've gotten a little bit more practice with stuff because I've been going around and fighting and doing lucky medals. So I feel a bit more comfortable with 3's playstyle than I did before. I still think
Basically
it's,
everything here is weak to fire.
still think it's so weird that MP doesn't restore unless you're out of it.
Like, it hasn't been doing that since Kingdom Hearts 2.
And when was the last time I played Kingdom Hearts 2?
Kingdom Hearts 3 and 2 and 0.2 all use the exact same magic system. They have different spells, but they have the exact same magic system.
It throws me off a little because I'm so used to the command deck at this point because of DDD.
Yeah, there actually have been more games that use the command deck than any other system of spells.
Are you counting Chain of Memories as a command deck game?
The Chain of Memories is honestly probably where the idea of the command deck came from. Because Chain of Memories works like a command deck, but you have to play a card game to use it.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
Oh.
I don't like Chain of Memories.
Yeah, you legitimately told me to not play Chain of Memories and to just watch the cutscenes.
I said to try it on your own time, but I didn't think you would. I wanted you to like Kingdom Hearts, and I think you thought trying to make you like Chain of Memories would do the opposite of that. I didn't play Chain of Memories until I played every other Kingdom Hearts game.
To be fair to your idea there, I've been bad cop for some good games. So imagine what I would have done to Chain of Memories. I mean, even just with the story, I bullied the crap out of Naminé.
Yeah, I haven't fixed it yet, but you know that meme where it's like Thor force-feeding Thanos something and then he likes it?
Yeah.
You were that, but with Kingdom Hearts. We force-fed you Kingdom Hearts, and then once you finally got a taste...
World That Never Was in 2 is what sold me.
I thought it might have been the Roxas fight. The Roxas fight was the first time you've seen really into this.
I think it surprised you how into the Roxas fight I got.
I honestly thought you were going to start raging instead of like getting into it. Because that's what happened the last time a boss killed you. You raged at it. Actually, that happened just about every other time a boss killed you.
I don't know what it was, but fighting Roxas felt a lot more like a fair fight than some of the others. And I don't know if that was just me being salty toward the others or liking Roxas, but that's how I felt.
I don't know, but Roxas was a hell of a lot harder than the other fights that you lost. You raged over those fights, but not over Roxas.
I mean, I was so salty about the Land Shaker fight in part 2 of Simba. I literally hit that episode.
I never saw what happened, but that fight is so easy, and I don't know how you messed it up. I have never lost to that fight, not even on Critical.
I think I was just being dumb and kept trying to play as normal Sora, but Lion Sora didn't want to. And I think that's what it amounts to.
You should be running around dashing all the time, taking pot shots when you can until you spawn the reaction command, and then... Later! Yeah.
Oh, yo, that's cool.
Discord's very unhappy. I hope we don't drop. I'm worried we might.
You know, I will give credit to the overworld theme here. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, the music in this game's phenomenal wherever you go. Also, I hope you have your button ready, the one that you usually only need at the beginning of the game and the end of the game. Because there do be Let It Go and...
that button! Okay.
Want to build a snowman or something?
Okay. No, I know which button you're
There's
referring
two
to
songs from Frozen here. Yeah, you can jump on the snowball and ride it around, and it insta-kills any enemies it hits. Oh.
Neat.
Lovely, I'm hearing the sound effects a solid 15 seconds after they happen.
Here, give me a second. Let me try something.
Discord lost its damn mind a few minutes ago, so that doesn't surprise me. It's back to normal now, except for the sound.
Okay, is that any better?
Yes, he's making his sound effects at the same time they're happening. Oh, this is every stream. We're like, oh, the sound got these things. Oh, Discord's having a fit. sometimes worry I sound like a broken record.
No, you're fine. I appreciate you telling me when it happens. Getting real sick of your guys' freaking beams. What even kind of heartless are they?
And the thing is, it can't be my side because when you reset it fixes it, but when I reset it's still the same. So
I think I just need to figure out a way to make a media player more polished. Because the way that I set it up in order to stream the games on my PC is to use VLC Media Player.
how much of it is media player and how much of it is just internet in the United States sucks?
Well, what I do to quote-unquote reset it is to reload the media player, so I think it's the media player.
Alright. I suppose I can only blame it on the internet when it's just Discord can't keep up anymore.
Well, that could just be Discord, not the internet.
Well, Discord's an internet-connected thing.
Yeah, but if Discord-specific servers are being dumb.
I suppose.
I feel like I'm being too nice to the internet, and I shouldn't be.
I mean, I feel like it's a combination of both Discord and just the internet in general, because America's... Like, we straight up are have people trying to avoid us switching to 5G just cause.
Oh yeah, that's true. We...
Oh, Sora can run up this.
How the frick does he know that that wall was...
He could see the shiny marks that means you can run it over.
Oh, I see.
Gosh, look how high up we are.
So do the shines and things you can run on, do they drive you nuts or anything? Because I know there's a decent chunk Kingdom Hearts 3's player base that just hates those for some reason.
I don't mind them. I feel like a lot of people would be happier if there was an option to turn them off or make them, like, more subtle.
There's not an option to turn them off, but there are mods on PC to get them out of there. That was one of the first mods on PC I saw. Never actually downloaded it though, because I just didn't care.
Why are you here? Where did you come
I
from?
saw Elsa and immediately
Hi,
prepared to press
I'm
the
Sora.
button.
And
Oh, she's not gonna sing
I'm
right
from-
now.
let's just say someplace a little warmer.
Why is Donald suddenly so anal about this? Does he not realize he's a giant
Are
talking
you
duck?
visiting Arendelle for the
Why
coronation?
is everyone okay with that? Do they just see them as
Because they're
humans?
not racist, Cameron. I mean, come on, just because
You
he's a
got
duck
us.
doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Come on.
So, what's your name?
No, but I mean, seriously.
Elsa. Queen Elsa of Arendelle.
What? The Queen?
Y'all are
They
idiots.
just
You
they
shouldn't be
assume
out
their
here.
attention pose
Please
like
go
they do
back
with
to the
Sansa.
village.
Why? Your Majesty.
Enjoy this
you
cutscene.
look
This
like
is
you could
probably
use
the
a
best
friend.
scene they have in all of Frozen.
Don't you want to talk?
Because they just barely react with Elsa or
Please
interact with
leave.
Elsa.
I need to be alone. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, excuse you,
Oh.
I am out here to make friends with everything
Is
with
it
a
that
pulse.
bad? You must have been through a lot.
I'm sorry. Do you have a pulse? Yes. Well, then it's too late. You're already my friend.
Sure, adventuring's fun, but it definitely has its ups and downs.
Do replicas
When
have
the going gets
pulses?
tough, us friends have to stick together.
Like,
They're supposed to be so like people that
Exactly.
you can't tell the difference. So I
Although,
would think so.
Donald, you
okay,
do
so they're
lose
like
your temper a
synths,
lot,
so...
I can relate to wanting some alone time.
Like as Riku said, if embedded with a heart, they become people. So
Joke's on you, I've got fire magic. You wanna freaking go? Disney won't allow it, but let's do it. Come on, let's throw our hands.
my
Did
favorite
you-
edits was where Sora says here in his really flabbergasted tone, "You can control ice," and then they'd immediately cut to every ice spell Sora's ever used in every game.
Don't worry, we got him.
Well,
Take cover.
Just a a run-through clip of every ice spell he's ever used.
Oh, well, excuse me, sir.
That big rock guy, you see a lot of them in this game.
Here we go.
Okay.
Back off. Back at you. Go. Come on.
Have you tried charging that up more than just once?
Nope, not yet. I'm still getting into the practice of actually using the guard attack for the shield.
Yeah, because if it gets hit multiple times, then when you hit the attack button, it does way more damage. It fully charged, I've seen it destroy 3 health bars.
Destroy what?
When the shield's charged, is fully charged, I've seen it destroy 3 health bars.
Holy crap. I mean, to be fair, I'm still not to the point where I remember I can guard in midair.
Thanks.
Yep. Guarding in midair is one of my favorite additions 3 has. It makes me feel super naked when I go back to 2.
Why is it Sora could never do it before?
Back off.
I guess they just didn't think to add it.
Back at you.
Like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, I was constantly trying to stay grounded in combat because I had more defensive options than ground.
Oh, that's probably why I weirded you out so much when I was doing KH2, because I was always in the air.
Yeah, the only defensive thing you can do in the air is reflect.
And I wasn't even doing that much.
I don't think you ever equipped reflect your entire playthrough.
I did for the data battles and stuff.
Yeah, but you didn't record those. I didn't watch you do those either.
Fire.
I beat Data Roxas first try. It was amazing. I was very satisfied. I specifically saved him for last.
I assume you were level 100 the first time you tried him. Well, 99.
Yeah, I don't
Elsa,
remember what
are
level
you
I was
okay?
when I started trying the
I'm
data
sorry I was
battles,
so
but
upset.
by the end I was level 99.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah. First time I encountered Data Roxas, it was around the time I beat Sephiroth that he destroyed me.
Whoa. That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it
Roxas was the
No,
first one
all
I
I
beat,
ever
not the
do-
last.
is hurt people.
It's okay. Those were just the Heartless.
Okay, to be fair,
You said that
if
word
you guys
before.
just attacked every Heartless,
What
then
are
Sora
they?
would have been dead.
Monsters that are after people's hearts. Wherever they
That
go,
would have been a
there's
messed up
trouble.
timeline, huh?
They're after people's hearts.
I mean,
Yes,
Confound it,
they're
Heartless.
dangerous.
Get out of here, will
You should
ya?
head home before it gets any worse.
This is my home now. I can't go back.
Yeah, why were they just
I don't wanna hurt
smacking
anyone.
around Sora's Heartless instead of dropping a
What?
Firaga on him?
Arendelle
Yeah.
is safer with me staying up
Like,
here.
it's a good thing that they didn't, but...
Not safer for you.
Talk about the cold shoulder, Jesus. I need to be
Tired of
stopped.
these metaphorical
Go
walls
away.
you're putting up. And the literal ones are pretty annoying too.
That's a good line. If that doesn't exist somewhere, it
Don't
should.
worry, she'll be okay. Seems like she's pretty strong.
Yeah, she should be a party member.
I mean, yeah, she should have been.
She wants to
Also,
be
the final boss
alone.
should have been her Heartless, or at least her Darkness in some way.
Yeah, I hear you.
I feel
I
like
just
Anna
wanted
should
to
have
know
been
why
the
she was
pure
so
light,
sad.
and she should have
And
been
how is it any of your business?
just a normal
Read
person.
the room, kiddo.
Oh, hi, Larxene. We don't know who you are, do we?
Yeah,
Who are
They don't,
you?
they don't know her.
That's the organization code. You knew?
Excuse me?
She's
Oh,
so
yeah,
offended.
You forgot. The name's Larxene.
Larxene's definitely one
This
of the better
time, remember.
villains.
Oh my
And
god.
we'll take care
I'll
of
just-
Elsa.
She's
So
really
don't
just gonna be the
worry.
highlight of this world, isn't she?
Yeah, I wish they used her more. Because
Do
she
you-
is kind of the best part of this world.
Well, she seems to think she knows us, so maybe we should play along.
Also, Twitter at the
unless her
time
name's
Kingdom Hearts 3 was
Tara.
released decided that
Excuse me, I'm
Elsa
right
and
here.
Larxene should be a lesbian couple, and Larxene was the top.
Why are you after Elsa?
I feel like we
No
had this
one's gonna
discussion back in
hurt her.
Toy Story.
But we're not
That
about
was
to put up with
everywhere,
your
man.
meddling. Stay here
I
and
couldn't
behave
get away from it
yourselves.
for a solid month.
Cool power. Okay, so it's not just lightning, it's like magnetism too. Because she's like controlling things
We've
that are
never seen her
electrically
do this
charged.
before. We'll never see her do it again.
Wait, the
That's-
ice.
Why doesn't she do this during the final battle?
Oh my god, that's actually a sick as hell ability. If she
It's so
charges
not my
something, she can
style.
control it.
Larxene!
Go to the Kingdom Hearts bullshit zone, Sora.
Rip. Feels like the loading times are really long in this game.
Let's say I'm used to PS5 loading times, which are like a third shorter.
Anybody see a way out?
No, not me.
Well, we can't stay in here.
I mean, this is a base PS4,
Elsa's
right?
in real trouble now.
Yeah, the PS4
Yeah.
you bought off me is a
Larxene
base one,
promised
not
not
a
to
pro.
hurt her, but
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
trust those
probably
guys as
part of
far as I
it.
can
A
throw 'em.
Pro is probably a
Don't
bit
tell
better,
me
and then a
you have
5
to
is way
learn
better.
I
good.
think a pro has the
Clearly.
same loading times as 5, because the PS5 there's no Kingdom Hearts 3 was never optimized for PS5, so it basically works like a PS4 Pro instead of a PS5.
I see, okay.
Like, there's some minor improvements you'll see between a PS4 Pro game and a PS5, but not
Okay, well,
major.
this looks like there's going to be an elevator somewhere up above that'll activate.
Yeah, that's one of those quick way back to the bottom when you're done kind of elevators.
My
So
favorite.
this is one of those very obvious, this world was supposed to be different. Because just look at this. This was definitely supposed to be Elsa's tower. But
Yeah.
instead it's just some labyrinth that literally doesn't exist anywhere. When you leave the labyrinth, you're going to exit through a weird portal thing.
Yeah, there's
Not,
like...
not a dark corridor, not a light corridor, just a weird portal thing. It's the Kingdom Hearts bullshit zone.
This is a hastily reskinned Elsa's tower.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, you could tell there was a different plan for this world story, and they didn't let it happen.
that's kind of disappointing, because that means that, like, this isn't their best, because they were forced to do something else.
Oh yeah, this world is weak, not because I don't like Frozen as a movie, which I can't say I particularly care for it, but there are an awful lot of Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts where I didn't care for the movie, but I enjoyed the world. Uh-oh, Goofy's sneezing.
Oh, lovely. Oh, you know what? That makes sense that the places it's most common in are with all the pollen and all the cold.
Yeah,
So, at least it checks out.
yup.
You know, I thought for a second we did them back to back, but then I remembered Monsters Inc. was in between.
Monsters Inc. was that forgettable? I mean, come on, you saw Vegetus.
No, I really enjoyed Monsters Inc. I think I went back and did the Monsters Inc. Lucky Emblems first, so the last thing I did was go to Corona.
Alright. The worst Lucky Emblems. Most of the worst Lucky Emblems in this world are in this tower, because this tower is so bland and forgettable that I get lost in it just because I forget which direction I was going. And then the absolute worst one in this world, obviously probably the worst one in the game, is later on in the mountains, because it blends in so well that I always forget exactly where it's at. I know the general area, but I can never remember the exact location.
Well, there's one.
Yep.
Let's see.
God damn it. I was busy trying to take a selfie, you bastard!
I mean, we weren't even going to take a selfie, it looked like. You can totally get the lucky emblems with selfie images, though.
That feels cursed.
The first time I played the game, every single lucky emblem I had with Sora going cheese in front of it. Then I discovered just how much easier it is getting them in frame when Sora's big ass face isn't in the way, so I stopped doing that.
Alright, I'm not just gonna forget about that being there. Because in my visits to worlds, I really don't pay attention unless I spot them.
Yeah.
Because I
A
always
little less
just
than half
back.
of the lucky emblems are in here. Yeah, you can't go this way yet. The only way to go this way is if you have double flight.
If I have goddamn dream drop distance powers.
Yeah, because you only get one bounce off the wall, so you need double flight to reach there. If you want that chest now, which you don't really need it now, but if you want it now, you can drop down from above.
So I know there are probably theories about what the original idea was, but do we actually
My favorite
know?
theory for the original idea is the Matt Pat theory. I actually really like what he thought this was going to be.
Oh, okay. I remember hearing about that video, but I didn't watch it. The
I
Frozen
watched
level
it,
you'll
and
never
he-
play.
Yeah, so basically Matt Pat thought that originally the story was going to be about Elsa dealing with her darkness, and she wasn't really learning to live with it, and so her darkness would, by the end of the game, manifest into the boss of this level instead of it being Hans. That
So,
was his name, right?
yeah.
Alright.
So we would have played Persona 4 here.
So we would have played through this level, talking to Elsa, trying to help Anna get closer to her, those kinds of things. We would have a much more active role of storyline. This whole section here would have been climbing her tower to go see her where that would be where Elsa would then accidentally freeze Anna's heart.
Right.
That's where this scene would happen. You would climb up this with Anna in tow, and you'd get to that. That sounds so much better too.
Secret passage.
And one of the reasons you can tell that it was supposed to be that is because even though you can't enter Elsa's tower, her tower's still on the map.
Oh. So they just removed the loading zone, but left it on the map?
It's even still a loading zone. It's just the load. You can't reach the loading zone. There's an invisible wall.
Oh.
It doesn't go to anywhere either. So like you have to tie it to some place to get it to work. But like there's very obvious architecture there for it to be a loading zone.
Oh, you know what? This is really cool. I like this.
Like, it's a cool area. It's so disappointing that in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually an important location. It's just a weird portal.
Big lip delegator moment.
Yeah. It's so weird to me that the alligator's only in like one scene because the alligator is the only part of that movie I ever hear about.
Go get him!
Wasn't it like a big part of the advertising?
I think so.
See ya!
Like I really enjoyed the clip where he was talking about how he wanted to play jazz with all the guys on the boat, and how he tried once, so he just jumps up while everyone's playing jazz, does a quick solo with his trumpet, and then stops to smile at everyone, and then it cuts to him jumping off the boat and 1,000 guns firing at him.
Sora, try the pillar.
Shut up, Goofy.
Heal!
Like, that's funny. Why is this character not a bigger part of this movie?
Wee.
Exploding!
Okay, sure, game.
Hey, look! We can get through now!
Hey, and why not?
And I think it opened when Sora rotated that pillar.
No, that must have been a coincidence. Clearly. A crazy random happenstance. That has no connect to what I actually did.
We better steer clear of those icicles.
Ouchie, ouch.
The only sharp thing in this room, considering the 3 idiots I'm looking at. One of the Sora Twitter things says that the 3 half pints, so together they're 1.5 pints. And I'm like, that's correct, but why did he say it like that? Like, he seems proud of the fact that they're all idiots.
I mean, Sora is like apologetically proud that he gets his power from his connection, so that sort of fits him. Yeah, I don't even bother fighting the enemies until I get down to the bottom. And even then, I only fight the ones that follow me. It's just there's all those stupid icicles popping up.
We're being sniped at by the parasol lady.
Yeah.
Take this! Let's see.
Oh boy. How exciting. They're Naruto running at me! Oh shit!
If we go till 10, we'll totally be able to start Pirates. Mode, 'cause since this world's so disjointed, honestly, it's mostly gameplay. There's not a lot of story here.
Wow. That doesn't sound like Kingdom Hearts at all.
Yeah, I think the longest cutscene is the one where they sing "Let It Go."
Ah,
And
yes.
that's just because they have the entire song "Let It Go."
Why do they have the entire song?
I don't know.
Are there at least jokes from, like, the 3 amigos over here about, like, wow, this is really stupid?
No, there is Sora, Donald, and Goofy reacting to it, but it's all whoa and ah and reactions. They're into it.
Gross.
They don't even really seem to 100% comprehend what she means by what she's doing. Like, this seems healthy. Let's leave her alone. Bye.
Let's see. Still have my Kubo coin. Num, 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 num.
That spin trick you did should work again.
Oh, you son of a bitch, I see.
It's not a puzzle. You just spin both.
I could have easily gotten there myself without having to move that.
Nice!
Bop.
I would have actually liked if that was a sliding puzzle of some sort, because Kingdom Hearts 3 could have used a few more puzzles here and there.
Let's see. So I just have to
Especially
move it
since this
again,
world's
don't I?
Almost all good. No, you already see. There's the exit right there.
Ah. That's the way I went in.
Let's see.
I got my ass completely turned around.
Sora, you can climb this!
How the frick do
There
you...
might be something up there.
I mean, yeah, there may also be something down here. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, most of the lucky emblems you
oh,
missed, you
duh.
missed. Air step, yeah.
Keep forgetting air step.
Please don't forget air step. It's so good.
You bastards! Okay, Sora. Okay, physics, that's how you want to play this. In my defense, like, the last time I had to use air step like that was back in Olympus.
Yeah, they don't make you do that very often. But it is sort of a nice reminder, hey, A-Step's there. And it's very good for boss fights. Because it's a great way to close the distance instantly. You can do it to any enemy as well. Like, any enemy that's a good length away from you, you can air step straight through them.
Wow. Flow motion really just turns Sora into a buzzsaw, and that's amazing.
I mean, that's what it did in DDD, but it's more fun here.
It is!
It's quicker. It's so much it doesn't do as much damage as it did in DDD, but it's so much quicker, so you can actually combo with it.
Yeah, but everything else you do as it does more damage to balance out, because it's supposed to be something to combo, not something to spam.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the next Kingdom Hearts game, would you like it to have the same, like, style as KH3, or try to mix it up a bit?
I mean, I would like to see some things come back. I want transformations again, because I just think they're so cool.
Oh, like Drive
If they wanted to... Yeah. And I would sort of like them to keep them working this way, how you build up to your new forms, not using...
A drive gauge?
Drive gauge, yeah, because honestly, drive gauge had the problem of, well, now I never use drives because I'm always saving it for later. Meanwhile, here, I've got to use them while I have it, so I'm using them all the time. I can only save 2 of them, and I have 3 Keyblades, so I can only... So once I've built up and saved 2, I might as well just use the 3rd.
For his neutral special, Sora wields gun yet again. Am I doing something wrong there? I feel like they keep, like, hitting me before I have a chance to react.
You're shooting them way too late, and when you dash through, you dashed past a couple, so they attacked you and you couldn't really aim at them anymore.
I see.
I think there were more of them there than you just noticed.
Yeah, this gimmick of the ice raising and lowering, adjusting where the flow motion spots are, is really neat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it only really happens here, and it only happens the first time you explore the castle. When you come back for Lucky Emblem, it's not going to do it anymore.
Right. So these are just going to be big open areas that don't have anything to full motion out of.
Basically. You'll be OP by then, though. It's Kingdom Hearts 3's biggest goal is to just have a lot of options. So even without Blue Ocean, it's not like you don't have a lot of ways to spice up combat. I don't think I've seen you use a Link once.
Oh yeah, summons exist.
Yeah. I mean, most of them aren't very good. Some of them are. I don't like Stitch, and I really don't like Ralph. But,
let's see, Stitch came in a lot of handy in 2 for a lot of stuff.
Stitch doesn't work like you did in 2. There's a way to use Stitch effectively, but it takes a lot of stat. Ralph, not even speedrunners like Ralph.
Ooh.
Simba and Meow Wow basically amount to the same thing. It's just Meow Wow's closer. And Simba's fire element. And Ariel is busted as fuck if you can set it up right. Ariel can destroy bosses. I've seen people take out a third of the secret boss's health with Ariel. It took some very specific setup to do it, and I don't know that I could replicate it, but I've seen it done. But none.
So the higher I combo, the more damage I do with magic, is what that says.
Yes.
That sounds hilarious.
Since you're magic spamming, yeah, it's pretty good.
I I also forgot to upgrade my magic, so that's my bad. Because I'm still used to how in 2 it would auto-upgrade and stuff.
Yeah, I do that too. Even on replays, I do that. Because this is the only game that let you use any tier magic spell you want.
I mean, honestly, for like combos, I wonder if there's a certain point where using fire is more efficient than Fyra.
I mean, it uses less MP, so you can use more fire spells.
Well, that seemed to lock everything into
Yeah,
place.
and depending on like the rate that the power of magic spells increases versus the height of the combo, there's probably a point where it completely equals out. And a point even further beyond,
The
too.
biggest thing I've seen where some people like using a lower tier spell is that for one of the flans, the best way to deal with it is to spam thunder spells. And there's 2 ways to go about it. There's use Thundara instead of Thundaga because it uses less MP, so you can spam it more times. Or use Thundaga plus Ethers to make up for all the MP you're using. I just used Ethers because Thundaga has so much bigger of a radius that it was just easier. In my opinion.
I did try.
Let's see.
Ooh, a defense
You're
boost.
finding a lot of them this time.
I tried the Flan in Monsters Inc. once or twice. I feel like I did decent at it, but not like too good. I didn't pass the test.
Is that the one where you have to fight a bunch of them? Like take out a
Yeah,
bunch of them?
take out a bunch of the mini guys.
Yeah, that's
and,
that's the one where I used Thundaga plus a bunch of Ethers. It's much easier at a higher level. The only one you could probably do now, ones you could probably do now are the mini game ones. The ones that require combat moves, you're sort of stuck. Like you could, I think you could do the one in Olympus just as easily now as you could at level 99.
I did almost beat the Olympus one when I went to do.
Oh, you almost beat it?
Yeah.
That's good.
When I did the Olympus Lucky Emblems a while ago, I saw the Flan and decided to give it a try, and I got really close.
If you want the Ultima weapon, you have to do the Flans.
Okay, versus KH2, where you didn't need to do Mushroom 13 to get Ultima Keyblade.
Well, in OG Kingdom Hearts 3, the hardest thing to do in the entire game was get Ultima weapon.
Not so here. In Remind.
Well, Remind adds harder super bosses.
Exciting.
Because as much as I like Dark Inferno as a fight, Dark Inferno is not a very difficult fight as compared to
This must be
the most
exit.
infamous of super bosses. Like, it's basically Kingdom Hearts 2 Sephiroth hard.
Wow, yeah, that really is just a random portal, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how
Wow.
you get back to the regular Frozen bullshit.
Okay.
And this is your elevator down to the beginning.
Neat.
So just in case you felt like doing a round 2.
It doesn't look like any kind of portal we've seen. Did they just have to spend
Exactly. It's just there. You never. Like Matt Pat even said, we have never seen anything like this in Kingdom Hearts before or since.
That's weird, man. That's weird. Weird.
Yeah. Weird.
Like, did Larxene do that? Who did that?
See her?
I think she might have gone up in that
We just
direction.
waddled out of that portal. We didn't question
Okay,
who put it
come
there or why. We just decided, oh, well, hopefully this puts us where we want to go.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really random, and that's like a solid third of the world done in there.
my head hurts.
So now you have to climb the mountain 2 more times, and then the world's done.
Do we get yeeted off and have to climb it again?
Yeah, you climb the mountain, you get knocked off, and you climb the mountain again. That's this world's story.
Okay,
I don't even feel like I'm spoiling you. This is like the story is so nothing.
okay, I kind of appreciate the bit as long as they get sick of having to climb the mountain.
Oh yeah, they do.
Okay, good. I'll accept it if the characters get annoyed by having to climb the mountain again. Like, are you serious? This again?
If anything, I'd almost rather have this have been a completely empty Disney World, because when they actually do have the Frozen characters in, they're doing literally what the Frozen movie did. Nothing changes at all. And it's just,
So the timeline of Frozen is still completely intact.
like, the characters only acknowledge horizontally moved when absolutely necessary.
You know what I think would have been hilarious? You know how in Frozen there's that scene of what looks to be Rapunzel and Eugene from the back entering the castle? If they ran into someone that looked like them and it's like, you guys are here too? And they're like, who the fuck are you?
That would have been great, but you never get to get... Despite the world being called Arendelle, you never actually get to go to Arendelle.
We just spend
Only
our
the
entire
mountains.
time in the frozen mountains.
Yes.
Well, what's the point of calling it that? That's like if they called Agrabah Agrabah, without you ever actually visiting Agrabah, and the entire time you're just in the freaking Cave of Wonders.
Yeah. Like, you get to go to Thebes in in Olympus, but you don't get to go to Arendelle in Arendelle.
I do like the aesthetic of the world, though. It kind of reminds me of, like, the outside of Beast's castle, with, like, just how dark it is. Like, it doesn't feel like Sora spends too much time in worlds where it's night.
And part of that is, it's not, that's the time of day it is right now. When you revisit the world, it's day.
Oh, okay.
So that's just, it's night for the story.
I may have a
But yeah,
different
it is-
opinion in that case.
It is kind of pretty right now.
Yeah.
Like, I like that if you look up in the sky, you can see the northern lights. Not from this position.
Yeah, obvious. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Jump down, I guess, because I could see them earlier. Let's hope a cutscene doesn't start up here.
There they are! Damn!
There. Yeah, like, it's real pretty.
Is there at least an option to, like, go back to nighttime, or no, or you're stuck in daytime once you complete the world?
In the Frozen world, once you complete the world, it's daytime.
Frick.
In San Francisco, there is an option to turn it back to nighttime because there are certain lucky emblems that are only available at night.
Oh! That's kinda cool.
Also, Heartless only spawn at night, so you can't actually fight anything if you go back during the day.
That's interesting. Okay, you know what? I'll be honest, I was expecting a goddamn lucky emblem in the Northern
Castle
Lights.
seems so far away.
I wish. Actually, I don't think I've ever noticed the Northern Lights until now.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Let's see.
I'll help you find the next one!
These freaking bastards. Aha! I thought I saw a combo plus unlock.
Oh, see, I barely use combo pluses because I just want to get to my finishers, because finishers do a lot more damage.
Motherfucker.
Oh god, here we go!
Ah! Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, Larxene has a monologue during this? Oh, I actually saw a suggestion to, like, utilize the musical number minigame from Kingdom Hearts 2, but in a way that actually makes sense. Imagine if they did Make a Man Out of You, and if you do it, you get a strength boost. No shit! genuinely would have... Wow, they really just made a mocap version of the entire dance sequence, didn't they? Why the what was the point? Why? I mean, for all it matters at this point, they really could have just played the exact same scene. Like, what they didn't have to waste resources making this. Does she have a lucky emblem on her back? No, it's a heart. Never mind. I was like, why the frick? No. Yeah, I feel like they overdid the song way too much, and now I'm, like, disgusted by it. I liked it the first, like, 5 times, but... Yeah, now I'm just done. I just... I mean, it was their own fault. If they didn't, like, overplay Let It Go on Disney Channel and shit, like... It felt like they were sucking off the... Yeah... Still can't... Okay, I'm sure there have been jokes made, but why the frick did she make herself a gown made of ice? Wouldn't that be frickin' freezing? Oh, well... Okay. God. I just, like... I don't want to be that guy, but it doesn't look like she's wearing anything underneath that, so she must be freaking freezing.
We might be able to get away with the next song because the characters talk over it, but I'm not sure.
I don't know what we just saw, but wow. That was Elsa?
You doing okay there, Sora?
And a lot happier, too.
This seems healthy. Bye.
Let's say hi.
Sora's like, she's still got a pulse! Hi, Larxene!
Please don't tell me that you're spying on her now.
We didn't have a choice, man!
Larxene! Don't turn this around on us. You're following her.
Ooh, look at you get all sassy.
Sora's got a surprising amount of smug
Okay,
towards the
I'll admit,
organization, and that's
Elsa
hilarious.
is a person of interest to us. Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts.
I mean,
Gotta
to be
make
fair,
sure,
she's probably
though.
like the only one of them that could actually
Fortunately,
defend
we're in the
herself.
best position to tell. Can't pick out that special glimmer unless you're standing in the shadows. And maybe Elsa doesn't have it. I mean, just look how icy her palace is. Made of magic she forced herself to keep hidden until now. What if it's dark magic?
Elsa would never rely on the darkness.
Bro, you met her for like a
Actually,
second!
It's still too
Like,
early to call.
he met her
Depends
once
on
and
how
he's
she
got like
sees it.
undying faith in her
If
all
she
of a sudden.
believes her magic is darkness,
Yeah,
that's
like he
what it
should
will
have
become.
actually had conversations.
Accepting her power,
They
whatever
should
it
have
is,
entered the world
is the
sooner
only way she
before
can set
this
her heart
happened
free.
and had a
What,
deep
like-
conversation with her
So
before
what
she
Oh,
would
you
fell
know what
for
would
it.
have been cool if they'd met,
Light
if they
or
like arrived during the
darkness? I know.
feast,
I want to know.
like back at the castle.
Yeah,
Well, good for you, but guess what?
Oh, maybe like a
I will
heartless
fight all the
attack is what triggers her magic.
Her choice to make,
could
not
do it,
yours.
yeah.
You know, I'm
She uses
starting
her
to
magic to defend
understand
people
why
during
she
a
gave
heartless
you the
attack. That
cold
would do it.
shoulder.
so she would not only be using it for a good reason at the time, and then she'd be obviously persecuted because you're not supposed to do that.
Which?
Like that was fit Kingdom Hearts, as well as fit into the original story of the movie.
Also, is she using wind now, or did she charge the air with her lightning and is controlling it through that?
Yes. I don't even know. You can just do this now, I guess.
I mean, is it said that of the past villains that we've seen, she seems like the biggest threat?
Yeah.
Because, like, we've seen Yeetus Vanitas, we've seen Marley get absolutely dissed left